Ladies, gentlemen, and all non-binary allies, my name's Canon Fernandez, and joining me, as always, is the Kumakage himself, Jord Exos. And today, Jord, I've got a very big treat for you. Guess what I've got for you?
Pizza.
No.
Nuggies.
No nuggies. No nuggies. We've got a McDonald's bet on, don't forget, right?
Okay, so what is it?
So, it's coming up to Halloween, isn't it? It's the spooky time of the year. It's a time when people who do content creation like to start playing all of their spooky, scary games for everybody. And I thought, you know, like, we love our horror games here on the Next Cast. You know, we're big fans, massive fans of Resident Evil. We both really enjoy Silent Hill and Outlast and all of these kind of horror franchises. But I thought I would take a little dig deeper. Now, I came across one specific tweet by a account called Low Poly Horror that has brought me across some very, very cool games. We're going to take a look at 5 of these specific games today. And I thought it would just be a cool idea if we can just sit back, we'll play them together, have a laugh, see what we think of them all and stuff like that. How does that sound to you?
That sounds really dumb.
What? Why does that sound like dumb? Why is that dumb?
Where's the food?
Not everything revolves around food.
If I come with you, do I get food?
All right, I'll buy you a Scotch egg. How about that?
Yay!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into the first game, let us explain to you about survival horror. Combining the scares and fears of monsters with resource management, limited combat options, and sometimes head-scratching puzzles, survival horror is a genre these days you just can't get away from. With titles such as Outlast and Amnesia focusing on hiding with no means of fighting back to invoke that fear, whereas other titles relish in giving you ways to fight back against the hordes, such as the perennial Resident Evil franchise leaning far more into the realm of action while retaining that dread against the monstrosities it has in store. However, it was not always like this. The roots of survival horror games can be traced all the way back to the 80s with the Japanese-only title, Nostromo. This primitive title saw you in control of someone trapped on a spaceship. Tasked with escaping, it required you to collect various items in your escape while traversing a warehouse, all the while being stalked by an alien that only became visible when you faced it. If you weren't able to, then the only option was to die and start all over again. Over the years, we saw more attempts at the genre in games such as Atari's Haunted House, Malcolm Evans' 3D Monster Maze, and Shiryu Sensen War of the Dead, the latter being considered the first true survival horror title. With open areas, real-time battles, and a plethora of the tropes of the genre we know today, War of the Dead is a game worthy of a title it has been given. Despite all of this, the game that influenced a lot of what was to come was Sweet Home. Created by Tokuro Fujikara, Sweet Home had a focus on puzzle solving, limited inventory, and emphasis on evasion as opposed to combat. Combine that with the frightening storyline that was further fleshed out through diary entries, it cements its position as the game that most heavily influenced what we commonly call the game that started it all. What started off initially as a remake of Sweet Home, Resident Evil was the game that coined the phrase survival horror. The game at this point needs no introduction. Many roots of the series can still be felt in gaming today with an emphasis on exploration and puzzle solving. Working around hardware limitations at the time, Capcom used many techniques to create what was, at the time, a horrifyingly real mansion. Employing high-resolution images that served as the backdrops of each room to save on console memory, a technique seen a few years prior in Alone in the Dark, a game retroactively called a survival horror, they were able to give a lot more detail to the 3D models that were used. With the technique used to give such a realistic look to them, fixed camera angles were used in a cinematic manner to ratchet up the tension and make you feel like you're playing through a horror movie. The control scheme we now call tank controls emphasized that tension. With limited movement options and a scarcity of ammo, it was fight or flight against the horrors of the infamous Spencer Mansion. we'll just look past some of the acting.
Oh, Barry!
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
The success of Resident Evil not only spawned a now 25-year-old franchise that spawns all form of media, but it also served as an inspiration for developers around the world to try their hand at scaring players. A swath of titles were released, from lesser-known games such as Overblood, Hell Knight, and White Day, a labyrinth-named school, to more critically successful ones in Parasite Eve, one of my personal favourites, Galerians, and Silent Hill. Silent Hill is another franchise that has survived the test of time, thanks in part to the quality of the original trilogy. Where Capcom uses real, tangible horrors to present themselves before the player, Konami's Team Silent employed a different approach: the fear of the unknown. This led the game to focus more on psychological horror, with many sections of the game taking place in the oftentimes labyrinthine other world. The occultist themes, combined with the supernatural and unexplained plot threads, led many players to draw their own conclusions. It was this kind of storytelling that gave it the reputation it deserved, and was reinforced further by the near-perfect horror experience that was its successor, Silent Hill 2. For today though, we're not going to talk about anything past these beautiful low-budget, low-polygon horror games. More often than not, ingenuity can come from restraint, and the games mentioned did just that. In the modern gaming landscape, a small subsection of developers love this entire aesthetic and gameplay style, leading to small gatherings such as the haunted PS1 Summer of Shivers, where they create their own titles in the same style. Today, we're going to look at 5 different titles that pay homage to this bygone era. Alright, so we're going to get into the first game here that we've got. It's called BioCrisis. And I'll just read a very quick blurb off of itch.io for this. So, BioCrisis is a Resident Evil-inspired classic survival horror with PS1 style rendered graphics and tank controls, straight out of the 90s with a fresh feel. Made as part of the 32-bit Spring Cleaning Game Jam and to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Resident Evil. Oh, that's cool. This game contains scenes of explicit violence and gore. Okay, so we're a random lady who has a car.
And someone's nicked her
That's
doors.
my car, but I can't remember what happened. We got, okay, so our name's Mary. Mary quite contrary. We're on caution already. Unbelievable. Let's have a look at this photo. Is that just a photo of us in a swimming pool with a flamingo?
That is so weird.
Isn't it?
Like the way it's done, but oh.
Oh, okay, there you go. Please remember to take our daughter Sharon from the swimming lessons. XOXO. I'll never tell.
Oh great, so now I'm gonna be doing an Aussie voice shouting, Sharon! Yeah, I used to play a game where it was more like the every background looked like it was like hand painted.
Mm,
And even though, yeah, it looks a bit crappy compared to like a modern day thing, it actually is quite nice to like see how they did it back then. That is
mm.
a very
Yeah,
unfortunate.
because the whole technique back then, especially like the first 3 Resident Evil games, they were high-res images that they just put the 3D models on top of, and then they basically use like loads of different tricks like resizing as they're moving and effects panels and all of that to make it look more realistic. It's really cool.
Oh, it's an actual zombie.
Yeah. Will you take the canned food? I fucking love canned food.
That was a can? That looked like a green herb.
I think it had like green herbs hanging out the top of it.
Yeah. Popeye spinach.
Wish we had a little bit of like ambient music in the background of this.
Oh, hi.
Should we shoot?
Yeah, might as well see what happens.
Okay. There's no aiming when it comes to it. You can go left and right, but you can't go up or down. Okay.
Okay, now the question is, do we get the old Resident Evil where they might get back up? And now 100 zombies will now enter
Oh,
the building.
don't say that.
Oh, hi.
Okay. Well, walking speed is faster than zombies, so I think I just saw handgun ammo.
In a red box, of course.
I was gonna try and look at that hole. Right. We'll shoot 3 shots to get out of the way there.
There you go.
Oh, there's a door opening.
It's like, basically the opening of RE3.
Yeah.
Isn't that a Silent Hill reference?
James Sunderland.
Yeah, well,
I'm not sure.
I'm trying to remember what his last name was.
Have a
now.
look.
Yeah, his name was James Sunderland.
Was it actually?
Yeah, he's the main character of Silent Hill 2. I knew his name was James, but I couldn't remember for the life of me what his last name was.
That's so cool. I love these old school games, man.
There's no bullet for that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. If I want to shoot the one on the ground. If I can shoot the one standing up. I can get away with that. That way. Yeah, a lot of people hate tank controls. Good reason why. I'm gonna take him out. Oh, okay.
I'm actually fine with tank controls as long as the enemies also, like, their speed is, like, relative to it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, like, if you think of, like, Dead Space, you have, like, somewhat tank controls, but sometimes the enemies are, like, really quick, and it feels like it's really difficult just because of the control scheme.
For me, it ratchets up the tension because you can't rely on being nimble. You have to be very intentional and deliberate about your movement. And especially like with the way the things were coded back then as well. Like you could... Okay, those red barrels are definitely getting blown up, aren't they? You could like manipulate it so you can like dodge a lot of them. Like how we did a moment ago with that whole swath of zombies. I like this Mary's outfit though. She's got some jorts on, some Converse, a nice little green like mini jacket with a white top.
When was the last time, genuinely, that you saw someone wearing some Converse?
Not too long ago. I had to go into
Really?
town. We can get out of here. Later, nerds. It automatically gets rid of items as you go. I love these little door loading screens. I know they're not technically loading.
Music.
Yeah. Nice. I'll be real with you. I'm actually really enjoying this. I think this is really cool. Oh. Get out of here. How is this lady just landing clean headshots, by the way?
It's America.
Oh, there you go. Little sneaky little bit of handgun. Why are you bringing handgun ammo to a pool? Like a swimming pool place. Oh.
Because you never know when someone's going to try and act up in the showers, mate.
I love how I'm like, we're doing pretty good. Like, we got enough like items and stuff like that. You just know in a minute, like someone's going to come along and just give me the knick-knack paddywhack, which takes all of my bullets, all of my healing.
Well, I've noticed some of these security, like some of these zombies are security guards, so I wouldn't be surprised if in a minute we're going to come up against a boss and it's like Paul Blart.
I'm not going to take it though, because I've already got 2 healing items and I want to save this last spot for like, if we need a key item or something.
Discard the photo of your child. Ah.
That would be amazing if you could. Look at the little... I heard the sound effect of like getting into water.
Yeah, but there's no water.
Yeah.
Oh. Hello?
Oh.
When they change color and lunge towards you, to me, they just look like fleshy, PlayStation Move remote things.
Yeah. Yeah, the Move controllers.
It almost reminds me of that one enemy type that you meet a bit later on into Dead Space. You know, the ones who are on the wall and they have all the tentacles coming out of them.
Yeah. Can I not? Oh man, I can't even run back up and get that healing item.
Go inspect the flesh.
Oh
it's pulling out.
no.
Oh,
There you go. That
was
was
that
it.
was that our Sharon?
Made as part of the 32-bit Spring Clean Jam and celebrating the anniversary of the Resident Evil franchise. There you go. Christoph, Joanna, Paula. And yeah, how do you say that surname? Because I don't know.
I'm going to assume those are Polish. I don't know how they
I
pronounce
gotta
certain
assume
words.
so. Something similar.
11/04/2021.
Yeah, it was made 6 months ago. But that was cool. Playtime 22 minutes. Items found 15 out of 17.
Rank B, you pleb.
Do you think the items that we didn't find were just some more ammo and a healing item?
Probably. Or maybe that manhole cover was
Yeah,
actually
maybe the manhole
holding
cover
something.
actually did. Yeah, hold something. But hey, I'll take it. That's cool. I'd like them to do a full thing of that. I really would.
Yeah, I would. I mean,
If I were,
I was going to say I would like them to make a full one so you could at least see what happened.
what became of Sharon?
We just killed her. She became a PlayStation Move controller.
That's what I thought as well. Yeah, that was really cool. I really dig that. I'm really into that. I hope we see a bit more of that. If I remember correctly, this whole like game jam, this took place over the course of a weekend. So they made this entire thing in the space of a weekend.
I thought
Plus
they got
some like
less
touching
time for
up.
a game jam.
Yeah, it's like I think game jams can sometimes last between like 24, 48 hours, but at most like 36. But yeah, this was sick. I was well into that.
Yeah, I really liked it. I mean, I get that it was probably just a time constraint, but definitely could have done with a little bit more ambient music in the downtime areas.
Yeah, when you get into the like the pool area there, like the actual sound, like the ambient music was really cool.
Yeah,
I suppose
like,
those sound effects and that they had to kind of get in contact with people about and have them make something very quickly or borrow it from a like a what you call it, like a royalty free stock libraries. Thank you. That's that kind of thing. Yeah, like very other like tiny things, like maybe a blood splatter when you shot them, or like when you shot the zombies or something like that. But let's be honest, for something that was made in such a short like time span, like I'd love to see more of this. This seems really, really, really cool. We're back with the second game. And this one is called Shadow over Normuth, which you immediately pointed out is an homage to Shadow over Innsmouth, is it?
Innsmouth, yeah.
Which is...
Well, I mean, it might not be, just it's very similar.
Yeah. What I'm going to do is, read a very quick description of Shadow over Normuth before we jump in. So this was made by Haunted PS1 as part of the Summer of Shivers game jam. So, taking inspiration from PS1 classics like Resident Evil and Silent Hill, Shadow over Normuth sets out to bring you back to the original survivor horror experience. With fixed camera angles, tank controls, and visuals that are reminiscent of the good old days, you will truly feel like it's 1996 again. Unravel the mystery behind the town of Normuth, gather resources, and survive the horrors of this forsaken place. You'll once again enter the world of survival horror. Good luck. Amazing.
So the one that's like the HP love, I love how the fucking PlayStation 1 controller is like stained.
Yeah, and then you look at the actual PlayStation logo. They brought the blue up on the left-hand side to have a little spooky ghost be like, "Ooh."
I always forget that we never used to have the sticks. I don't know why. It's so weird to think that once upon a
Yeah.
time there were no sticks.
Yeah, it was just original.
Oh, hi.
What's this guy's name? Doesn't give us a name. 2 first aid kits. Well, this game's running at 60 frames a second, if you look by the running. So
Yeah.
already it's a 2 out of 10 game.
I've seen the movie The Lighthouse, alright? If I see Willem Dafoe in there, I'm running. An
Old blunt
fire.
fire axe. While this axe has clearly seen better days, it could still be useful for destroying brittle things. The letters JR are printed on it. Right, we've got
What
the
are we
axe
talking?
equipped.
J.R. Tolkien or J.R. from WWE?
My God, JR!
It's locked. I guess
No,
not.
can't use the axe on it. So immediately the difference between like this and the one we just played, Biocrisis, is that whereas Biocrisis had pre-rendered backgrounds, these are all being modeled in 3D, which is more similar to the original Silent Hill.
Hmm.
So this one definitely has more of a Silent Hill vibe than Resident Evil, shall we say. Maybe look at that. Ooh.
Oh.
I got so many first aid kits. 3 of them. It's not so many, but
Tentacle monster in the next room.
I don't like this.
Oh. Oh, he's a fish person. I was right. It is Shadow over Innsmouth.
I like fishmen. Oh god,
How the heck?
you've got all these fences, right? You got all these stairs. It's all very secluded and fenced off, and we just got a car here.
Oh.
Welcome to Silent Hill.
Shadow over Hillsmouth.
I am Fishman. Oh.
Oh, we've actually got a cutscene.
Oh, Crab Man.
Oh no. Sponge Boy me Bob.
Just trying to see if I can find any ammo.
This is weird. He actually has a. He
has a boss health bar. Is this fucking Dark Souls?
I think you've actually got to fight him.
There's got to be something we're missing here, unless there was something we could have done earlier to soft lock ourselves. All right, we're gonna give this a go then.
Kingler is really
Oh.
angry. Like, wait until he actually go. Oh.
Dead.
He's here for his ketamine.
No, he's
Oh
not.
no, you were. Oh my god, they did do a. They
They
did a Demon
did,
Souls.
they did the Silent Hill fake out. All right.
I don't like that. It's like another fish person.
Fucking fish people. Watch this. We're spunking all these bullets on fishmen, right?
Yeah, you can't just walk past these guys. Oh, the skeleton's hanging onto the bars.
Jesus.
You wanna let me out, kid? Yeah, there you go. I think that's open now. Like, down the path.
Oh, thank the Lord. Oh, no.
The Lord has sent the fish people. Do you think you need to, actually, when you pull the switch, you have to run through? So if you bring that up, right, wait until it go... Well, I was going to say no, because you can't go anywhere here. So I was
Mm-hmm.
going to say, if you pull the switch and then run past here before this little gate comes down.
Oh, this path had opened.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Ah, here we go. Ah, we found someone's weed farm over there.
So here's my thing. Very dark.
Yes. I mean, it is the shadow over Normsmouth.
I don't like it. 124 bullets.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Okay.
This feels more like, without trying to sound demeaning, like it's more like an arcadey survival horror. You know, like
Yeah.
it's giving you quite a lot of them. Everything is iframes.
Speedrun strats. Fish percent.
This feels
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
boss arena.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? That's why I'm just kind of looking about, because I feel like that item up there is going to be the shotgun.
And summons the crab.
Yeah, and we're going to have to crab attack again.
I summon the Mr. Krabs. Oh.
Huh? Gregor, reborn mayor of Norma.
He's a water worm.
Giant fish.
I mean, you're definitely going to kill him with these pistols shots.
Yeah, but I've only got one healing kit left, and I'm on caution. So I can do 2 more phases like this, and he's only at just over half health. I feel like a shotgun. I feel like we should have had the shotgun by now.
Yeah, you just got to make sure that you are still moving for when he lunges. You got
Yeah.
stuck before was all.
Okay, nailed it. We've got this fight down.
Go away, Greg.
This is very weird, though. He's just suddenly like, I'm an archangel.
Yeah, so, because I mean, the thing is, like, you know, with Lovecraft things, like the great ones and whatnot are basically aliens.
Hmm.
So that isn't too weird, but the fact that it took a more
Like
angelic,
religious turn?
it took like a more angelic look with the halo and like being more winged. But the thing is, I think what happened there is because of all those weird colors when he put his hand out,
Hmm.
we didn't actually fight Gregor there. It was more like in our head.
Yeah.
That looked like he hypnotized us or
Yeah.
something. No, still broken. The loathsome rifle.
It's an old custom in Normuth to lock away objects that were tied to abhorrent events.
Well, there's your shotgun.
Fuck yeah. Do we go back and try and fight the crab now? Is that what you think we have to do?
I imagine so.
Here we go, Jord. Round 2. Who gets the ketamine?
Just remember, we need to see a health bar. No, Kingler, put me down.
The music's sick, at least.
Yeah, the music is actually really cool, but it's just unexpected. Oh.
Yeah. Whoa, he
God.
went turbo! Dead. Ah!
I'm sad that there's no, like, animation for that, like, you know, little snip.
Yeah. At least it auto checkpoint for us so we can do it again. If we can continue to bait the attack like that, can't bait that.
Yeah, he charged. But it's fine. You haven't used any of the med kits yet. Sponge boy, me boy.
Easy. The meth was mine.
Yeah, because you just killed him.
Right.
And everything's disappeared.
I suppose we like crawled under the. You have to have like a suspension of disbelief, I guess. We kind of crawled under the cars and walked through.
No, because it's the thing. Now I don't know. Is it just like the lack of a cutscene there, or is it you've killed like an illusion?
Yeah. There's more. I thought that was done. I thought we'd done it.
No, we just started.
At least upside, we can keep our shotgun out. I mean. Oh no, is the angel back?
What the fuck is that?
Is this the end of Resident Evil Village?
Greta the First Ascended. You're doing now.
No.
No. Or maybe you have to shoot the orb, like once it launches.
Maybe? No.
No. So what the fuck?
Wait, I just got knocked clean on the... Oh no, I actually died.
Yeah. I don't know why, but that guitar right there, I thought we were just about to bust into Shin Megami 3. You know, when that guitar starts to pick up and then it goes into it. I thought that's what we were going to do. I don't like its eyes.
It's a bit creepy, isn't it? I feel like it's something to do with the teddy bear and the shoes.
Can you combine them?
Can't do anything with them.
The only reason I said to turn your back to it is because all the skeletons look like they're hiding, like trying not to look.
I might try and hack at it with a fire axe.
You must kill God with an axe. I'm gonna let you do this one, and then if you want, I can tell you, because I actually just had to have a look, because I could not think of it.
Tell me. Tell me, what have we got to do here?
You are on point with the axe.
Okay. Oh, don't tell me you have to whack it back with the Are you kidding me? An axe whacking back? Oh, I don't know, man.
You have to hit the orb back, and then you have to shoot him. Or her, whichever.
Alright, I've got the axe ready.
Home run!
That's bollocks. Oh, shit, we got to do volleys. I thought it was just going to be 1-1.
Oh, God.
Alright, here we go.
We're playing Wii Tennis.
Jesus Christ, man. What is this?
You might be better off with the pistol from this range, maybe. Oh, no,
it
never
does
mind.
no
Yeah,
damage.
sorry. Range doesn't seem to mean anything.
This is stupid.
I love it, though. It's like, it is a bit odd, but I actually really like it. I don't know why. Just the idea of fighting an eldritch being with a fire axe.
What's up, bitch?
And then the portal went away.
Can I take your halo? No? Alright.
Not until the 8th of December.
Orphan of Kos.
Or some say Cosm. Yeah.
What seems to be the destination may only be the outset. Salvation follows acceptance of what was a solemn terror journey. Oh, salvation follows acceptance of what was. A solemn terror journeys with you forevermore. The terror of the truth. I suppose
So
that's the end of it.
That is the source of the thing there. We've got a C. You found 2 out of 4 secrets.
I suppose those are the trinkets from the past.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually really enjoyed that.
It was alright. I liked it. Very much more in the Silent Hill side of like classic survival horror as opposed to something like Resident Evil. The enemies were a lot more agile, a lot faster. Like the fishmen, they were super fast. Crabman took you took your lunch money. Like it was super fast. And the only reason that we were able to kind of defeat that, like almost everyone apart from the final boss there, was by attack baiting and stuff like that, which I suppose when you kind of look into the like survival horror genre, the enthusiasts, the people who would search these kinds of things out, like me for example, you would know certain things like attack baiting and all of that kind of thing. It's cool. I liked it. A man wakes up on a beach and all of these things to do with its JR, whatever that was, and then kind of getting dragged into random eldritch horrors before eventually uncovering the truth of the, I assume, Normeth or the universe there. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's cool.
I liked it a lot. It definitely felt like it had a lot more time put into it
Yeah.
compared to the other one, but obviously I don't know how long these people have. I really like the fact that it's just, obviously Shadow over Innsmouth. It's a very nice setting to try and do a game in. The fish people looked pretty good.
Mm.
The music that we had was also really good.
Yeah, the music was very cool.
They had the boss theme, especially for Greta at the end. I really loved.
Mm.
But the thing is, yeah, okay, the final boss fight is a little weird. Like with having to knock back energy with an axe. But the thing is, I still like it. It's kind of hokey, like it's dumb, but at the same time, it fits into that
I mean,
style.
it like Silent Hill. When you look at it, it's kind of dumb as well. Like some of the puzzle solutions in it and sort of thing. And obviously, this wasn't exactly puzzle heavy. We had the lever stuff down in the sewers, but outside of that, it was kind of light on the necessity for using your brain. The only thing we had to work out was that goddamn fire axe at the end there. But yeah, I think everything is quite cool. So, Jord, we played Shadow over Normeth, which you said had like big Silent Hill vibes, and yeah, especially into design choices in comparison to Biocrisis. It was very like 3D modeled environments as opposed to pre-rendered backgrounds. The enemies, the fishmen, obviously out of this world, as opposed to zombies, which are people believe are slightly more grounded in reality. So I thought this would be a good one to play next. Now, this one's called Terminus, and I'll read a quick blurb about the game. So, you find yourself in your motel room, but nothing seems right. The walls, the floor, everything is falling apart. You must do what you can to survive and reach the exit. Terminus is a PlayStation 1 style survival horror game in the veins of classic titles such as Silent Hill, developed by Hades and ADC. Now, let me tell you, I loaded this up last night to ensure it ran okay on the computer. Within 2 seconds, this is a Silent Hill arse game, and you will notice it immediately. So, with that said, let's get deafened by the old PlayStation 1 startup sound, which I'm pretty sure is copyrighted somewhere, but let's do it.
I await being shown. I was going to say, you do realize you haven't actually shared your stream with me, right?
Yeah, that end bit there with the actual PlayStation stuff, I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to use that in whatsoever.
Really? Okay.
Oh yeah, it's a copyright thing, isn't it?
True.
So you can hear the sound here already.
Yeah, I can hear all this. It's weird to see a game styled after the PlayStation 1, but to see the option frame limit and all this stuff here.
We can like change the effects so it looks like we're playing it on a CRT.
Oh my god.
Let's do it.
Oh god, that the wavy effect.
Yeah, not a fan of the wavy effects at all.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I definitely feel like we're in Silent Hill.
I'm pretty sure they just ripped off the textures of the chain floors. We got a map.
That is a very Silent Hill-esque map.
Yeah. That's just a straight rip-off of the Silent Hill menu.
I hope to God that this place has undergone some kind of Silent Hill transformation, and this isn't what the bloody motel looked like by default.
I'm hoping so too.
My god, Travelodge does not look the same as it does in the adverts.
Toilet out of order. Due to a faulty pipe, the bathroom is off limits for the safety of the motel residents until the issue is resolved. And this next one is written by someone else. The bathroom has entirely collapsed all the way down to the bathroom on the first floor, so a band-aid over it won't fix the problem. I shut off the water here so that the first floor doesn't get flooded. Doesn't seem like a long fall either. If the construction team arrives to work on the bathroom floor, I left the key hanging in the ladies' restroom at least for today. I'll take it to the construction team next week. Why would you leave it in the ladies' bathroom?
A way down, eh?
Oh, voice acting.
Be my way to the first floor. The key is kept in a woman's bathroom.
Of course, it's going to be the other side, isn't it? Yep, there you go. Portable radio. A field portable radio that fits into my pocket, emits static when monsters are nearby. I wonder where that's from.
On the little balcony?
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Ah.
A lock. Okay, off into the hallway, I guess. We'll try left at the storage room first. Neither of them have any interesting inside. Literally. Okay. Health drink. Some handgun bullets. Doors jammed. Oh, that will be for the other toilet. One where they said it was like hold all the way through.
Yeah, can't jump it. Climb over? No. Ah! A different way.
I'm walking across on purpose. I don't know if the game would automatically let you. Okay, door is jammed. I want to go back to the hallway just to see. Yeah, you can absolutely run off of that if you...
I'm waiting for, like, we're gonna run into a big enemy. It's not Pyramid Head, it's like Cone Head or something.
Square head.
Yeah, just, it's a random different shape.
Polygonal head.
It's Rex from Toy Story.
Reptar. It's warm and covered with dirt. You got a weird plush. Can we examine it? A big fat plush of a popular mascot called Crocodile. It smells but looks clean. The plush doesn't have a purpose in this demo except being a shameless plug for the Crocodile software. Yikes!
I don't know if you'd fallen off there.
Being a like fan project style thing, I imagine it would. That's the radio.
Yeah, I can hear noise. Why is it so small?
What? Look at his head.
I can't work out if it
A
like at
top
first.
row of teeth. Big old
Yeah,
tongue.
I was gonna say I couldn't work out if it was supposed to be like a mouth and a tongue, or if it was like some kind of bag thing.
Yeah. He's doing the most pathetic stomp on it. Remember the Silent Hill stomp?
It's more like you're tripping on it.
He's just, uh.
I'm gonna get you.
I'm only joking. Right. Here's where, quote unquote, game design comes in. A situation like that, you can't avoid that monster. Both encounters, you can't avoid them. And a lot of the time with survival horror, you're meant to conserve ammo, basically, and try and get through.
Yeah, I feel like the only way you could have potentially have gotten past that first one is if you just made a mad dash as soon as you got into the room.
Yeah. Or, like, tank to hit sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's a Polaroid photo with a red frame. This isn't right. Even when I shine my light on it, the photo area is void. There's a pit in my stomach, but I don't want to look away. There's the actual save point.
Can't open the locker.
Yeah, I'm going to run past it and go straight into that room 28 right at the end.
Ah.
Duke
Oh,
City.
there's 2 of them now.
Welcome to Duke City. Population me, because I'm good at video games.
I don't like the noise.
I don't like the radio. Sounds weird.
Oh, they have a bed.
A normal sized but filth covered bed. Whoever lived in this room left in a hurry. 2 pictures of a factory and palm trees. A pallet. Doesn't seem too sturdy to me.
Ugh, that's true horror right there.
What, a not unsteady pallet?
No, just a pallet.
Okay. My secrets are written in a room with a place where the outside is shut from the inside. Ah?
Written in a room where with a place where the outside is shut from the inside.
Is that like an open door?
My secrets are written in a room with a hole in it as deep, dark, and hollow as the nightmares I will have.
Give me a second. I'm going to write this down. That describes literally every room in this place.
Well, actually, no, because we've only found one with a bed.
I thought we found 2 beds.
Oh, did we?
Maybe.
I know our room didn't have a bed.
Yeah. As long as the enemies don't respawn, I think we're good. I think it's this room.
It's the only one that I've actually remembered seeing a bed.
And it has a nightstand.
What about on the wall back there? There's like a painting. I'm terrible.
So maybe it's not this room. We can always try the save room. I think the save room was the one that had a bed in.
Try around the other side of the bed. There. 453.
Back to the suitcase.
I found a photograph.
Look at this photograph. Hid it behind a frame in 28, one of those 2 frames by the bed and a nightstand.
The one that's crooked.
Yeah, more than likely. We open the locker and it's going to be like a corpse that falls out.
It's square head.
Corridor key. Alright, never mind. We're going to run into room 29. No, we're not.
You thought. What the hell? Who?
This is a hallway. Alright, bud.
What was that?
Some monster. I immediately took refuge in this room.
That actually sounded like it said something, though.
No, it was like a...
What was that noise?
I don't know. Old rusty sink.
Stained with blood.
They love using these sorts of camera angles, don't they? Like the old Silent Hill style head fucking.
Yeah, but have you noticed? Oh. Go on your map again. Oh, you don't. If you noticed before, like, when you were looking at your map.
I was right at the top left.
Yeah, but look, you've gone. It's almost like you've left. Like, it's not naturally there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you've gone somewhere completely different now that shouldn't exist. Ah.
That was cheap.
Oh, he's eating you. Hunt him. Stomp the child. It's combat music.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Oh my god, we got an entire other area.
Server room.
Office complex. We could go to the phone booth across the hall. Let's give that a
Well,
go.
the thing is, now we don't really have an objective, is the issue.
Yeah. Well, the objective is still to try to find that key to the toilet. Way back in my room.
Yeah, but it said that they were going to keep it in the women's bathroom.
We had to cut it because the game crashed on us. So I've just ran back and we've done exactly the same thing in the same order. We left a couple of enemies to save ammo. We're not going to use that save point because it crashes it apparently. So we shall then instead just be nice and safe and use a manual save.
It just means that, oh yeah, you can just, never mind. I was going to say you can just save it whenever you want.
Yeah. Working television can't seem to pick up signal. Doesn't seem there's anything to watch. Rusty key. So I think if I run across this hall to the other side, I might end up going into the mechanics room. I think it might have been an error on what room people were meant to run into. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh.
No. The game's teleported me to this side of the hall. And locked me out of it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and assume that we can't actually get into the mechanics room.
We
And
can't
just
go to the phone booth.
No, that's locked. Shall we try going in the mechanic room one more time? Just
Well,
to
hang
see if
on.
it sorts itself.
You've got a key now, though.
I've just got into the phone booth. And I'm in a room that's not on the map.
Oh, hello. And there's no door. You must fight the child. Oh, children. Why does the music start when you... What?
Door's missing. Door texture was missing.
You...
And it's teleported us back to the hallway, which takes us back into the motel. For the sake of this, I'm running with it. I think the coding got a little bit all over the place, or they did it to mess with us. There's a ladder here. It's only a little boy, we can use it. Okay. I'm gonna save it. Just in case. Just in case it breaks.
This motel makes no bloody sense.
Fireplace.
There's a warehouse?
Must be an all-in-one place.
Okay.
Oh, never mind, it's done.
That was it. Okay.
My rank was really low. I suppose because I put it on easy. And 5 saves.
Could you
Because it was
imagine-
breaking. I wanted to make sure.
Could you imagine how it probably gets even more bizarre if you put the riddle thing on
Oh
hard?
god, yeah. I bet I have to do it with like standing on one foot, rubbing my belly while pressing the controller or something.
That I
What do you think of Terminus?
I mean, I like the visual design of it. You know, like it looked good. It is creepy with the enemy types because
Yeah, the enemies are all creepy.
they look like children. And then there's that other one that was on the balcony.
That every 2 seconds.
It is cool. It leans a bit too much on the Silent Hill part, though. to
Very
stand
much
out
so.
on its own.
Like
Eh,
the flashlight as your first item, and then you pick up a radio immediately, and the radio statics used to kind of say when an enemy's nearby, sort of thing, and it gets louder as I get closer.
and
The
then when you
menu.
save-
The menu itself, like your inventory, when you go in there, the portrait with the health bar, the way you cycle through everything, and it's all kind of like 3D modeled inside of that menu as well, that menu was a straight rip off of the Silent Hill one. But hey, it's a demo, it's a fan project, it's like obviously heavily inspired by, so you can't really knock them too much for it. And in terms of like what you're actually doing in there, it was kind of running A to B to C to go back to A to then to go to B to then go to
Yeah.
D to pick the key up and then come back to A to get out. So
the main weird part is just we're never gonna know if the game just completely shit the bed or if that whole section was
oh
intentional.
yeah.
Because that
I mean,
was
there are times in Silent Hill, I want to say 2, where you go through one door and you end up in a completely different building, like, and you then have to kind of memorize, right, well, if I go through that door, it takes me here, which I then need to do and sort out one puzzle and then use it to go to this other place and stuff like that. So I do think there is a bit of maybe intentional, maybe not. But hey, that was Terminus.
And then the one room where there was just no door.
Yeah.
It's no door. It's fine.
So in terms of like these are all obviously completely different experiences so far. We've had BioCrisis, which is very much Resident Evil inspired. We have Shadow over Normuth, which is a more actiony take on Silent Hill with a very unique twist to the boss. And then you've got Terminus here, which is very much a love letter to Silent Hill, with its own little kind of tweaks to it. If you were to rate them currently right now in like, you know, just a 1 to 3 favorite is number 1, 3 least favorite. How would you say it so far?
Normuth is number 1.
Okay.
By far. Terminus would be 2, Biocrisis would be 3, but that's
You
more
are upsetting me, sir.
No, the only reason I say that is because Biocrisis, you didn't really get, like, you don't really get to do a whole lot. You don't really get to see a whole lot in it.
Hmm.
Whereas this one had, like, obviously it has music. You actually did a bit more in it because, like, obviously there was actually like a bit of a puzzle.
With the suitcase and
Yeah,
all of that, yeah.
and the either intentional or unintentional teleporting. You know, if I would probably put Biocrisis at 2, more because at least it tries to sort of do it a little separately to itself, whereas this one was more like, we are just doing a lot of Silent Hill right now.
Yeah, I feel like, and this is both a compliment or however you want to put it in a perspective. It's probably less so, but this, you could slot into one of those old Silent Hill games and you'd think it's another section you've just got to make your way through.
Yeah.
With Shadow over Normuth and with Biocrisis, at least they have their own, both of them are their own self-contained stories. No, this is the whole thing when I talk about. This is why I love, like, I'm loving doing this, because this is giving us a chance to check out projects that people have obviously spent a lot of time and love on, all based upon the things that we used to love back in the day. I think it's really, really cool. Code Dino H. Now, this game is very different in comparison to the other 3 that have come before it, because as far as I'm aware, there are no combat options here. You have crouch, the light, which is a little flashlight and chest, much like Silent Hill, a run, and a use button. Just very quickly, there is no actual game description on itch.io for this, so I went digging through the comments, and best way that somebody has described it is as a faithful reimagining of the golden era of survival horror. Code Dino H brought a smile to my face with the memories of Dino Crisis and Resident Evil, in which inspired it. So, we have no clue about this going in. Jord can see the game, and let's get into it.
Can I just say it was very weird to see a PlayStation 1 controller with Xbox buttons on it.
Wasn't it? I appreciate the effort they put into it, but just keep it with a PlayStation control. Why not? Right. There are only 3 of us left now. Edward, Jose, and myself. It's been 5 days since we barricaded ourselves in the crew quarters. We're now out of food and medicines. Without them, Jose's injury has become infected. It's horrible to look at, and the smell is far worse. I tried to take care of him, but the fever is too strong. He has been screaming for hours. Ed will look after him tonight. I need to rest a little bit. The screams finally stopped. I'm so tired.
I was so tired.
So this is our little dude. Again, very weird to play a game where the graphics are old style and it feels like I'm playing it at 60 frames a second. Very weird. It's almost like playing the PC version of Resident Evil 3 and 2, because they do the same.
And there's our dear friend Jose.
Poor Jose. He bled to death during the night. Edward was supposed to look after you. Where is that coward hiding? Oh, I like the little effects they put in, like the ice. Like the snow coming through the window. Sorry, not ice. Okay. Oh god, which door?
Probably the one on the right, because that looks blocked now.
It's the only exit. I have to restore power to open it. So I suppose this is our end goal here. I always seem to find that anyone called... Is that blood on the floor? That's absolutely blood on the floor. Anybody called Ed or Eddie or Edward usually is a bad guy in a video game. We used all our resources to barricade ourselves. There's nothing left. But the thing I'm confused about is barricading ourselves from what? Oh no.
That was a bit unnecessary, game.
That actually sent a bit of a shiver through me. Hang in there, buddy.
Oh my god.
Fair. I
don't want
respect it.
anybody to ever say my humor is messed up.
Okay.
You have to get back to the lab.
Can't see where I'm going.
Follow the green.
I'm going to. I hear noises outside of the wind.
Is it still inside?
Oh no. Is this going to be like a Thing situation? I've never watched the Thing,
Oh,
so.
that's someone's leg.
A lonely leg. I bet your sister misses you. Why does he act like he's some like hard nut guy?
We don't know what he's been through, man.
The whole crew. We took this picture when we found their remains.
Oh my
Well,
god, it is the Thing.
We thought they were dead by then.
Who's this?
He's cut in half. I need to find the truck and get the fuck out.
Oh. Oh. You might have to turn your light off. There's another one. Yeah. I think there's a third one.
Camera angle needs to stop changing.
Oh, great. Oh no. Oh, it can't come.
Oh my god. I want to assume where the power is where we should be looking to go.
Oh shit, he's actually following.
They should be useful for what, though? That's my issue.
Yeah. It looks like it's... This is not like an insult. It looks like it's almost like a cardboard dinosaur because of all
Yeah.
the joints.
Like a Nintendo Labo version of a dinosaur. Okay. Yeah, you know that.
Colonel, there's velociraptors. Focus. And
Okay.
he has the key.
It's the captain. She's dead. The truck keys are in her hand. I can finally leave this place. Sorry, Captain.
No
So
problem.
here's the thing. Do we YOLO run it?
I don't know that the one that was outside. I couldn't tell if the one outside was catching up to you quickly or not.
That's my issue.
Because on the plus side, you just have to get. Oh shit! Well, you have no choice. It actually opens a door.
Please don't say that. Like, I'm bottlenecked here. Yeah. Ooh, boy.
Oh, but is this guy gonna be alerted? Or
That's
is he
my issue. Soon run. Whew. The only one left now. The whole mission is a complete failure. Hopefully, it will freeze to death once again. Maybe I'll just go through in the storm. Maybe the blizzard will eventually die down. Maybe I have enough fuel to get to the next station. Maybe the its in the other stations are not out of control. Maybe. I'm so tired. Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, okay. I didn't know if it was actually going to continue.
There you go. So that was Code Dino H.
Okay.
It's a different take. It's a different take, I'll give it that.
Yeah. Oh, it definitely was actually seemed pretty well put together.
Yeah.
Only issue is that I don't quite understand how the dinos work. In the sense that, like, once you've triggered them, you can leave, but then the one outside actually seemed to die down at some point, whereas the other one was always very, like, just staying very aggressive.
Maybe that's just a coding thing. Don't forget, these are made by, like,
Yeah.
people who are making these in, like, very short frames of time and just as, like, a passion project. So, yeah, I liked it. Out of all of the ones that we played so far, this is the one that kind of instilled fear in me the most, because you can't fight back. The others, you kind of have an abundance of ammo almost that you can blast people through with. Whereas this one, it was very much, oh crap, I can't fight back, I just have to hide. And for the most part, until we got, like, seen by the first raptor inside, we were doing really well with it. It was obviously not until we kind of walked out the captain's office and it alerted that we kind of just had to kind of mess about with the AI slightly. Also, slightly disbelieve that you outrun a velociraptor. Those things are built for running.
What I love about it is that the one inside, you could hear its footsteps.
Yeah.
But then you go outside and it's the exact same footstep sound, like of walking on concrete but in the snow.
Yeah, it's fine though.
But no, that was actually, I liked the music. It really, like, added to it. Although at times I felt like I was more in, like, a sci-fi, like, sort of setting with the way it was. That bloody shock stinger when we found Ed, it's just, I hate that. I hate it when
the
things
noise.
do little shock sting, like,
yeah,
little sting sounds. I would say if I had to, like, put that, like, in the rankings, I'm actually now going to put that at number 2, just under Norman.
Nice.
I
think
think
it was good. Like, again, the same sort of deal as for me with Biocrisis, is that it was a short, self-contained story. Obviously, it left it open to, if they were ever to work on this more, they could, you know, do more with it. It'd be like, oh, let's go to the second station. Like, that could be like the tutorial area where it's like, oh, here's what you're meant to be doing. Like, you kind of hide, you have to solve the puzzles and stuff like that. I don't know how much more evolution you could get out of it. Maybe they do introduce combat later on, but for the most part, it would be like going to station just to find enough fuel to be able to get back out to civilization, or maybe find some solace elsewhere. Like, it's really cool. I digged it. Yeah, gonna load into this last one now. This one is called Endless Blue. So I just got to read it for the people at home. The description of the game. So this is in quotations. While you frolicked in the red mist, I wallowed beneath the endless blue. Tell me, how is that fair? A classic survival horror adventure set in a mysterious underwater research facility. Inspired by 90s classics of the genre, the game aims to faithfully recreate not only the gameplay of the era, but the unique aesthetic vibes of 90s sci-fi horror. Created for the haunted PS1 Summer of Shivers Game Jam, this project was created in a month and a half. The result is just the introduction of what could be a much longer game. You can see it all fine, yeah?
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty cool intro little video. It was game made in a month and a half by people.
Endless Blue. Oh, what? No Xbox buttons?
No, not by the looks of it. Seems like I can't use my control either. Maybe it'll change when we're in the game. So we'll do a new game. We'll go here. Just realized something. The audio cut out because I had to alt tab out. Intro had like massive MGS1 vibes.
Yeah, I was gonna make a joke about that.
Well, whatever. The show must go on.
Okay, cool. We have a flashlight just like in almost every other one apart from Bio Crisis. So our character is called Raina. She has no items or...
That portrait there gave me some MGS1 vibes as well, just like when everybody used to be a portrait.
Yeah, that's fair. I like it. I think it looks pretty cool. Ah, loading door animations. Oh, I love it.
Look at that power walk.
I wasn't exactly expecting a warm welcome, but this is ridiculous. Where's everybody?
The voice acting, top tier.
The thing is, because of like what they're trying to replicate, them being bad at voice acting is actually...
Yeah,
like,
I know. But I was kind of being half serious. I didn't mind it. Emergency log, 23rd of October 1993, 08:45 hours. Wow. So we're all the way back in 93. Emergency protocol activated. Containment breach in lab section B. Initiate quarantine protocol. Emergency detachment of umbilicus D1. Evacuate research personnel. Okay, what's this doodah? Right access card, okay. So far, the production value of this one, I think, is miles ahead of, yeah, all of the others. Okay, so the one at the front has an access card. The one on the left and the right don't. I hope they're not people.
Those are just suits. Yeah, those are just suits. They all seem to be locked.
Hazmat suits hanging from the wall. What kind of research were they doing here exactly? Something. I'm hoping it's just ammo or something. It's not showing until I get a weapon, maybe.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on here?
Rafael Valentino, Botanical Research Associate. Security access, C. We'll try this one first. See what's in here.
Dorms.
Yeah. What's this here? Oh, okay, a note. August 16th, 1993. I can't believe it. I'm really here. My family always thought it was crazy, but I've dreamed of living in the ocean since I was a child. Now, instead of wasting half the day preparing for a dive, we're already here, surrounded by the beauty and wonder of this great blue expanse. Okay. Oh, VHS tape. Yes, please. First drilling... Something results. Session, maybe. First drilling season or session.
Oh, there's a sticky.
Yeah. Just in case. Right. I don't know if I'm actually getting access to my notes, so I'm going to take a picture just in case. Hey, at least the guys had something in the quarters, you know? Instead of just looking into that great blue expanse.
Oh.
I take it we put the video on in there immediately, like without having to say we need to.
If I get jump scared.
8/20/93. I'm playing it through again because I was the same as you. I was fully expecting like a jump scare.
11,000, sorry, 1,000 meters down.
Should we see if this card works here?
I guess so. Unless it's going to be for the one back in the control
Yeah, I
room.
think it is. I can't reach that other light. The like little box thing. Ha, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, I love the little details.
That was a little neat. That was a real neat touch. Oh. Southwest corridor of the Lab B. Random lady.
That's us.
You think?
Strange. Who is that woman?
Or us. So they've discovered something. Ooh. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm dumb as fuck. I was doing it back to front. I was doing it clockwise
Damn.
automatically.
Cleaned out.
I was
Well, I guess this will have to do.
a pistol. Yeah, have to do, won't it? 9mm handgun.
That is not the pistol that was in that cupboard.
Here we go.
Is this the guy from the showers?
I guess so. Oh, he's got a little creepy crawly on his back.
Don't come any closer. I'll shoot if I have to.
Oh!
Hello.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Who is this?
Oh, thank God. Please, I've barricaded myself in the break room, but those monsters are still out there.
First, I need you to tell me what the hell is going on at this facility.
Look, I don't know too much myself. I can try to explain, but you must help me. The connecting tunnel to the laboratory section was destroyed, but you can still get over here through an emergency hatch in the generator room.
You want me to swim over there and take on God knows how many of those monsters?
I'll try to explain best as I can, but please, you must come quickly. Please.
Damn it. This mission just keeps getting weirder.
His neck thing is still moving.
But I can't
Yeah.
get back now.
Oh, that's the end of it.
Oh.
I just got well invested in that. Oh, man.
Oh, you can still hear it moving. Wow.
This is incredible. This is incredible. Yeah, you work it, dead guy.
This looks like us with black hair.
That song that they're using right now is absolutely Parasite Eve, like adjacent. It's so good. Oh, okay.
I guess maybe you can just walk around.
Maybe. Damn, that's a shame. I could have got, yeah, like, give me a full game of that. Yes, please.
I'm lowering my opinion of it because that was such a tease.
It was made in a month and a half, wasn't it? And I think when you look at it in terms of the production value in comparison to the 4 games that we played previously, that's probably the best one.
Yeah, that's like the best one in terms of obviously the level of like the quality of it.
Yeah, so like you like the sound effects in general as well, because a lot of the other ones were either missing random sound effects that maybe we thought would be there. Like we were talking about running out in the snow on that Code Dino H and having the same sound effects as when you were running inside on the metal, that sort of thing. Like this one, all right, it's all metal, but it was consistent. The gunshots may not have sounded as like punchy as maybe I wanted them to, but there was like full voice acting in there. There was, yeah, like it was more of a complete package, shall we say. It was wicked. All right, that's my favorite one now.
Yeah,
that's my favorite one.
That was the best one just in terms of the sheer quality.
We got Biocrisis, Shadow over Normuth, then we had Terminus, Code Dino, and Endless Blue.
Right, I would say Endless Blue, Normuth, Dino, Bio, Terminus. I've actually changed my mind.
Terminus is toppled, yeah.
Yeah, I'm putting Terminus at the... Because it's not even like I'm saying it's at the bottom because it's bad. It's just
they're not bad. None of like absolutely none of these games are bad. Like we really and truly, I think it's a bit unfair that we should be ranking them. Maybe I should never have said that. Like these are not rankings. They're just kind of personal preferences. Like obviously you and me have different tastes when it comes to survival horror and stuff like that. So like I'm very much like not a purist, but I love the old school ones like RE2, 3, the ones that really focus on tank controls and you know, manipulating the AI and all of this kind of thing in order to survive and succeed. Whereas you might be more focused on ones that maybe give you a little bit more action and a little bit more freedom of movement sort of thing as well. So
it's also just like when I rank them, it's not really to say that like how good they are in that sense, or like how well. It's more just how I looked at it, saw them from like, you know, visuals, gameplay, sound, music, etc. Normuth is just up there because I think that one had a lot more over it, like in it, because I mean you had your normal enemies, they had some bosses in there, actual mechanics for said bosses.
It was longer. Like it actually had like a runtime to it. It was like what 45 minutes I think it was in total, something, by the time we worked out what to do with the final boss and everything like that. Like all 5 are fantastic. I just, what I love is that this whole subgenre has kind of come about, and that there are things like there's tons of other like groups and studios that are formed, and yeah, these are all fantastic. I'm so glad that this like subgenre has come about. Well, thank you for taking this trip with me, Jord, through all of these games. I hope you've enjoyed your time. Thank you, everybody at home, for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Obviously, this is going out on YouTube, but if you want to come and support us, you can always do that by listening to the next cast, which comes out weekly on podcast services around the globe. Alternatively, you can actually watch all 5 individual playthroughs of these games done by me and Jord here, which will be available to people who support us for £2 or more on kofi.com/thenextcast. So if you want to kind of watch the entirety of the Endless Blue demo, watch the entire Shadow over Normuth playthrough, which was about 45 minutes or so, drop us £2, help us continue the show on, and you can get a link and watch it. But for now, Jord, I'm going to send you back into the abyss from which you came.
Okay.
I'm gonna take your inventory and just get your knife, get your magnum, and I'll give you fucking stars.
Oh. I've still got my knife.
Why'd you have a knife on you? I didn't realize you were gonna take that bit this far.
Well, you can take my knife from my cold dead hands.
Wow. All right, magnum it is then. Thank you everybody for watching, and hope to hear from you soon on the next cast.
Bye.